Well, Marvin Finch, the patriarch of our family, my dad, Tom's dad, Kathy and Sharon's dad, got out of the Army at the end of World War II in Germany. One thing he learned in the Army was he didn't want to work and take orders from anybody else. He wanted to become his own boss. He wanted to get into business on his own. When he got home, he had a little bit of money. He had a friend that had an opportunity with a few other fellows, and he seized that opportunity. In 1947, he got into RCP. RCP, Revolutionized Concrete Products, is what it was called. Within a few years, the other three partners were out of the business and left Marvin, who was in his early 20s, to continue on RCP.
So in 1947, when our founder Marvin Finch had started the company, his vision was really to just be a businessman and to run his own company and put some of his family to work and few employees. So what happened was his success and because of his hard work and what he offered to customers, really grew.
And at first he was a manufacturer. He made a block on a very small hand-operated machine. He only had a couple of units that could be made on the machine. And as the industry changed, product diversity got larger and larger, and he could no longer keep up with the more sophisticated producers.
To keep up with demand, he really needed to implement also a larger block company, which at the time was Hazard Block, so he became a distributor of their products as well.
And that continued on in our National City location, our first location, until the 1966, when he had an opportunity to merge RCP company with La Mesa Block. Now, La Mesa Block was owned by the Chubb family, and Marvin bought out two of the family members and retained one family member, Gene Chubb.
I had met Marvin Finch, who owned RCP Company, in college, and he had been a hazard dealer. But in 1966, he wanted to get it back into the manufacturing, and we needed more volume. Marvin and I merged the two companies in 1966.
At that point, with the facilities that they had and the property that they had, they were able to merge those two companies and to take it to a new level and to become more of a state-of-the-art facility at that time.
And La Mesa Block had a manufacturing facility out in Santee where we currently are still operating. And as business continued to grow, we found that we needed to enlarge our production facility. So in 1969, we invested in a state-of-the-art piece of machine, automated piece of machinery. Business continued to grow through the 70s. In 1979, we took out the old original machine and replaced it with another state-of-the-art concrete block machine. This enabled us to take care of the demands of our customers. We continued to gain market share in the San Diego County. So in the middle 80s, 1985, we put a third production line in to handle that business. And that is all at our Santee location out on Magnolia Avenue. And by the end of the 1990s, we had maxed out that piece of property with a fourth production line.
For many years, we were looking for an additional location because our sales volume was so great we could not manufacture enough out there, so we needed a new location.
Santee had maxed out. I mean, we were running from 4 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock at night. We were going and doing maintenance from 12 o'clock at night until early in the morning. We had to do something.
Started to search for property. Came down to Otay Mesa, which was available property for our type of business, industrial property. And after a lengthy search, we found this piece of property here on Siempre Viva in Britannia. And at that time, we planned our future, the future of RCP Company, which was a brand new state-of-the-art concrete products manufacturing plant that could replace the Santee location.
Put a facility in here. It's kind of what they call a low-profile plant. People seem to really like the low profile and the ability to get to everything. They found out that there was a lot easier ways to do things, and actually not only the efficiency but the cost of the initial equipment turned out to be a lot less. So that was a good thing.
We really needed to even go to that next step of an innovative plant that we could provide tumbled products and pavers and all the things that people were desiring at that time, and we really needed a new state-of-the-art facility. So in June of 2004, we were able to secure this property and open up a plant on our own property down here that we owned, and it wasn't owned by someone else. And so that's where we became who we are today.